Day 63, Alcatraz Island. Um, okay. I don't know if it's just being from San Francisco thing, but I've never really seen the appeal of Alcatraz. I know I'm not trying to burst anybody's bubble or any of that. Honestly, because I work in tourism, I do have several common sense, not common sense, sorry, insider information facts if you really do want to see Alcatraz. However, yeah, on a personal level, I've never seen the appeal of like checking out a prison. The place, the energy on that island is literally the worst I have ever experienced on planet Earth. It's that bad. So anyway, in case you're not familiar, Alcatraz Island is a little tiny island off the coast of San Francisco that is notorious for having been a federal prison for, I feel like it was not open for very long. And Al Capone, right? Like notorious people stayed there, and it's very close to the San Francisco shoreline, number one. Two, the island itself is very small. It's tiny. But with that being said, it is it is very difficult, if not impossible, to get between the two without any kind of outside assistance. Being like swimming from the two is very dangerous, not only because of the freezing water, but because of the riptide in San Francisco. It's been said that if you can sail in the San Francisco Bay, you can sail anywhere in the world. And as somebody who took sailing lessons in San Francisco Bay and who is like permanently scarred out of sailing ever again, I can personally attest to that. Yeah, again, I'm sorry, I've just never seen the appeal. So I did visit because my company paid for it back when I was working for a larger company. And I promise y'all, the 5-minute ferry ride over there was the nicest part of the entire time. Like once I got on the island, I could not stay there for longer than 45 minutes because the energy is like that heavy and it's that deep. And one of my biggest impressions was like, I couldn't get over how are you like right next to the most beautiful city in the world? You have this amazing view from it, but then at the same time, you're so far away. Like, how cruel. Anyway, before I end the video, I said I was going to leave you with some secret insider tips. So here's the deal. You usually have to make your Alcatraz reservations way in advance. And Alcatraz, it's its own entity. Look it up. It's like its own separate branch of Parks and Rec. So they if you get tickets from them, again, make sure you do that like way in advance. If, like many of us, you want to get these things last minute, the best way to do that is to look for outside agencies, like smaller vendors, smaller tickets, because what happens is that, or OTAs is what we call them in the industry, but every so often, or I don't know if it's like, I think it's every month, all of these little companies, what they'll do is they'll get an allotment, and usually they are tied to a tour. So it's like a walking tour with Alcatraz component. So that's like one way to get tickets kind of last minute, but make sure that if you are actually set on seeing the island, make sure that you are actually getting the ticket. It says it in the description. Folks, if y'all are not aware, those tickets start at like $80 to $100. So if you find a ticket and it's like $35, oh my goodness, I promise you, it might be like a boat tour around Alcatraz, okay? But if you want to physically set foot on the island, the only way to do that, there's one ferry that goes there, okay? It's one ferry. It's Pier 31. It's like it's about a quarter mile away. No, 3/4 of a mile away from Pier 39. Jesus, I used to know this, but anyway, it's a completely separate pier, and plan to arrive 15 to 20 minutes early because the line normally moves quick, but there are last minute things. And yo, folks, take it from me, those people are very cutthroat. Like, they will happily have you on the next ferry if the ferry's full, if you're not there on time. You do also have to have a valid form of ID. And it can't, for last I checked, it can't be a photograph. So make sure you have your passport, make sure you have your driver's license, and last but certainly not least, make sure you're on your best behavior, because those people are notoriously the most sensitive, but like also cutthroat. Like, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about Alcatraz. So go check out the jail if y'all want. Alcatraz.